Well, hello. Thank you for joining us today and welcome back to the channel. As you can see, Carmen and I are headed out. We are headed over to the Crow Garden. Some people call it the allotment garden. You saying hi to everyone? And we want you to join us today. So come along and we'll show you what we're doing. So we have made it to the allotment garden. Um, Head over here to herb box. Looks like our parsley's doing well. Probably could be doing better. I think that something is getting it. I'm not sure what it is yet. Pull some weeds out here. We have thyme growing down here as well. And our chives are doing very well. So that looks good. I'll be planting oregano and basil in here tomorrow. I won't be doing that today because, I forgot it. So that's okay. Or I may just go ahead and plant the seeds. I think I brought the seeds, but we'll have to see. Pull out some of these weeds here because we do not want weeds in our garden. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. We do a lot of things here like canning, gardening of course, fermenting, just cooking homemade meals and baking and just all kinds of things. And it's basically a documentary for my family of things that we're doing and how we're doing. So we're getting ready to head over to the big garden. Carmen is playing in the little child care. They have it closed off with a beautiful fenced in little area, and she's right there with me. Normally she'll be joining me, but today I gotta do some weeding and she's not too interested in that. She'd rather play. So we'll go over there and get started. We are in the big garden. I went ahead and dug a trench down here, and I'm going to be laying some weed fabric. This ground is clay, so it's really hard to get things to grow. So I use soil to help the roots just get established, and then it usually does pretty well. We have peas growing over here. Hopefully you can see those. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the weed fabric and lay it over there, and then plant our green beans. This side is for the peas, and then this side over here will be for the green beans. So I'll bring you back as soon as I get that ready. Alright, so I have my Gardener Fendi Bagnol, I don't know if I'm saying that right, bean. And we're going to be planting them today. Make sure that they get tucked in nicely. You want to plant these about 2 times the width of the bean. Make sure they get nice and tucked in there. And this is what the beans look like. Over here. Now I laid this weed tarp down and I did it. It's not perfect. I'm definitely not a perfect person. So I just do my best with what I have. Oops, I tipped you. Sorry about that. You know, the garden can be as cheap or as expensive as you need. Now, having the right tools does make it definitely easier. But we do what we got to do around here. So I'm going to go ahead and finish planting these, and then we'll move on to the next task. I have a plan here. I'm gonna go ahead and get that out. It's always good to make a plan for your garden. So here's my plan. So it tells me the square footage I need and what I'm planting where. And I keep that on me so that I can always know exactly what I planted. I try to put the little tags in there, and I'm usually pretty good about that, but every once in a while I will forget. So I'm going to be working on now building a makeshift trellis for the zucchini. So we'll get that started, and you can watch me get that going, and then we'll plant the zucchini. So I got a garden stake here that I'm getting ready to pound in. Make sure that that's good and sturdy. And we'll get another one here. We're going to go straight across. I want to measure how long this is because this is what I'm going to be using as a trellis for the zucchinis anyway. Straighten this out. So about right here. Go ahead and pound that in. I may have to adjust this as well. Alright. So let's see if my calculations were somewhat correct. Yeah, not bad at all. And I'll be wrapping this around. And I'll do the same thing at the bottom. And once I get that set up, I'll bring you back and you can see what it looks like. There's our little makeshift trellis. It's pretty steady. I'm happy with it. And then you'll also see me do some trellising with just sticks and yarn, just enough to give the plant a little bit of stability to climb up. This is probably not going to be big enough for the amount of zucchini that I want to plant. But that's okay. That's what I had, and we use what we have around here. So I'm going to go ahead and dig up a spot for the zucchini, get that set up, and I'll bring you back. So I've already got the weed fabric down. Pardon my hair again. It is crazy today. Crazy hair, don't care. It is a little bit windy out. I'm working. No big deal. But on the makeshift trellis that I was able to make today, I'm able to put 4 zucchini plants in. So we're going to go ahead and put those in and get them ready. Sorry, I'm moving you guys around. I'm trying to get this tripod set up. There we go. And we'll go ahead and plant them in and get them covered up. This time I'm using, it's American Seed. It's a squash summer dark green zucchini. Thought I'd give it a try this year. I've never used this, so we'll see how it works out. Go ahead and plant this in here. It says 1 inch depth. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that we have that in there. Good 1 inch down. About the tip of my fingers, usually about right. And I went ahead and put the soil additive to it to make sure that that soil is good and softened for them roots to grow. Cover them up nice and gently. And I'm going to go ahead and put the tag in here so we know what's growing. I'm pretty sure we will know, but other people might not. So we're going to go ahead and put a tag in there just so that we know. Alright, so you saying hi to your friends?
It's hi.
Yeah.
It's hi.
So we got rained out, which is typical. We knew that rain was coming today. I thought around 3 o'clock. It's about 45 minutes earlier, so that's okay. I did get the cucumbers planted and the trellis up for that. I didn't get to video because it was sprinkling and I didn't want to get this wet. So I got the cucumbers planted, the corn planted, the green beans planted. Then I also planted basil, dill, oh my goodness, why did I forget? Oh, cilantro. And I think that's it for today. I got more done than what I thought I was going to get done, so that's good. So the last to go in will probably be more than likely the tomatoes and the peppers. I won't be putting those in until either 5th, 6th of May, maybe even wait till Mother's Day. We'll have to see. And let me see, anything else? I can't think of anything. So if you have any questions, I'm in Zone 6B, and like I said, we're not experienced gardeners at all. We just do what we can for our families, and that's why we have the co-garden, is for my brother's family and our family to be able to grow some of our own food. It would be nice. One day I would love to have a homestead and grow all of my own food, but for now I'm perfectly content. So if you would, please like, subscribe, and share my content with your friends and family. And that way and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any more videos. That way you can see that little cutie back there in the back. And she likes to help me do some gardening too. I let her do the digging and things, but we're growing on it, huh? We're working, we're learning. And if you want, leave a comment down below. What are you planting this week in your gardens, or are you not planting? Do you start from seeds, or do you do transplants? There's nothing wrong with either one. Personally, I like transplants just because they seem, for me, to do better. But I've done a lot this year with just straight from seeds, so it's an experiment. So yeah, please, if you can, like I said, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. And I hope you have a wonderful day until we see you again. God bless you.
Bye.
Oh, bye.
Bye.
And share, share, share. Well, we got rained out at the allotment garden yesterday, so we came home. We were able to get finished, which was really nice. And today we're at the apartment garden, and I'm going to go ahead and transplant my oregano, my basil, and plant my bee balm. But while we're out here, I'm going to show you the tier garden is doing really well. So that is the Dollar Tree tier garden that I planted. We actually was able to harvest some lettuce, I think it was 2 or 3 days ago, for subs that we were having, and it was really good. It was the Butter Crunch lettuce is what we decided to use for that. So I'm going to go ahead and set you down, and we're going to get started on planting the basil in the next tier of the second tower that we're starting. I'll put you right here. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and pour our soil, our potting mix, inside of the tower. You want to make sure that you fill it up really nice and full. Here, spread it around. Now I only have 2 basil plants to put in here that are already starting to grow. So on the third one, I will put a seed in and let it grow. So we're going to go ahead and dig our nice deep hole in here towards the edge as much as possible. And put this guy in here. They have been hardening off this week. Push him down so you can get his roots nice and established. And get the next one. Make sure we put our tag in there. Be very gentle. The roots can be quite timid. Push him down in there. Okay. Then for the third one that I said that I didn't grow basil for, I'm going to be adding, it's called Basil Bouquet. I got this from a farm down the street from us. And I thought I would go ahead and put that in here and give it a try. I'm going to put a couple in here just because I want to guarantee germination. If I do get germination from both of them, I have plenty of other pots that I could use. I could also take it over to the co-garden, or allotment garden as people call it. And just barely cover those up, press them down so that they can reach that moist soil. There we go. Okay, and there you have it. So then we will take this over here to our second spot. And put it down in our little rock garden here. Make sure that it is straight. And like I said, I won't need to water this because it's already been watered. I'm going to have to work on this a little bit to straighten it out. So that will be our first tier of the second Dollar Tree tier that we've been using. That'll work out just fine. So we got that done, and then the next thing that I want to plant, and I'm going to also plant it in a container, is the oregano. So I'll go ahead and get that together, and then we'll go through that. Alright, so this is called Vulgaria oregano. I'm going to put that little tag right in there so that we can remember what it is. And then I have 4 plants growing in this pot. They're small. I'm going to save one for the allotment garden for my brother's family, and the others I will put in here. And make sure that we tuck that in nicely to give it a good start out here. There we go. Next one. Tuck it in. This soil is already pre-moist as well, so I won't have to water it. Plus we got a lot of rain yesterday, so we do a lot of container gardening here just because it makes it easier. And you can also, if you have grow lights inside of your place, you can take it in and overwinter them as well. Alright, so we're going to get this last one out here. Nice and snug. Very good. Now as these get bigger too, I may repot them. They should be okay though. And there you have it. 3 little nice starts of your oregano. And then we'll keep this one here snug as a bug. And I will be taking it over to the allotment garden this week and planting it in our herb box that we have growing. But for now it can stay in this container. It's not fighting for nutrients from the other one, so that'll help it thrive. So we'll keep that there. So I went ahead and planted the bee balm. Thought I had my camera recording and it didn't, so I'll go ahead and show you. It's just a baby little thing too. But I try to plant things that are going to attract the bees and feed the bees, because we all know that we need the bees. Hey, that rhymed. So I'm out here and noticing how beautiful our parsley is looking. And then we have some onions growing. And then our kohlrabi is looking beautiful. And then I noticed over here too, just a little sign of life. We have sunflower growing right here. Got another one coming up down here. So that's exciting. My husband will be happy to hear that. But yeah, I just wanted to pop in and say thank you all for subscribing and following me on my channel. We do this as a vlog for our family. And if I can teach some people a few things, then that would be wonderful. If you just watch me for the sure entertainment for all my little bloopers, that's great too. But yeah, please, if you guys would subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any of my content. And as always, share, share, share.